Guys, welcome to the Tagman channel. So today I'm gonna do a little bit on the Caddy. I don't know how much time I'm gonna be able to spend on it, but what I want to get done today is I want to get the sandblasting out of the way. Now I hate sandblasting. It just throws a mess everywhere and stuff, and I don't really have great equipment for it. But I've got this, and I robbed this out of my sandblast cabinet, and this is what I'm gonna wind up using. And I got a little bucket of sand here, and it's just to draw a straw. These things seem to work okay. I mean, as far as that goes, I do have other ones that are pressurized blast tanks, a couple small ones that I never use because they're constant. You have to constantly fiddle with them. These just seem simpler to me, and they seem to work for what I want to do. Now, the only thing I'm going to sandblast is where I absolutely have to, like these studs here. I've sandblasted these already, cleaned them up. I'll probably clean them up a little more. You can see some rust still there. I'll do that. Now, here's a spot that's rusty, but there's no stud, so I'll just sand that one out and do that. There's also a couple spots I just can't seem to get into. Like there was a spot here, I sandblasted that and that. A couple rusty spots. There's one over here inside the door jamb. You can see a scale of rust there. I'll probably knock that off with a screwdriver and then blast that. Hey guys, I'm gonna set up the camera just so you can see how fast this little setup will take off this rust. It's just for little small spots, really not very fast. There's kind of a big rusty spot there. Let's see how quick it goes. I'll do it in real time so you can see how fast that little setup I got works. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it does. Gotta plug it in. Pretty soon the compressor will kick on too. It doesn't take long before it sucks down a whole bunch of air. Plus I have leaky fittings, but we're just gonna roll with it. All right, let's see. Here we go. Wow guys, I think I'm due for a new compressor. That thing is just run. It's pretty beat and so one. But anyway, that sound of silence, I love it. Okay, so here's what I got. It looks like it did a pretty nice job. That's really clean, that one's really clean. I gotta finish these up, clean these up more. I just touched them up a little bit, but so I got to do every one of the studs in the car, and then that'll be that for sandblasting, and I can't wait to get that over with because I got sand on my floor. I know you're thinking, your barn's such a mess, what do you care? But no, I do. I got to get rid of the sand. But there's sand up on the hood, there's sand all over the place. So after a little sandblasting operation, there's going to be quite a job of cleanup, you know, because otherwise what I'll wind up doing is wind up getting sand everywhere. So right after I'm done sandblasting, I'm going to spend some time cleaning up the mess. Okay, not too bad. I got all the little studs sandblasted off. All the rust is gone. I'm going to blow it off and spray a little metal etch primer on it just to keep it. So I'm going to clean up in here and get rid of all the sand all over the place, get it off the car, get it off everything I can. Wow, what a mess. Sand, and it gets everywhere. You know, just like it gets in your shorts at the beach. I hate that. Missed one. So I got to drag everything back out and do that one and then clean up. Darn it. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of a stud kind of day, I guess. So I got all these studs on the roof of the car because I'm not going to put vinyl back on it. So I've got these studs. and they have to go away. I've taken a couple of them off already, but let's see what the difference is. Now, there's a couple different ways to take these off, mainly grind them. Got a couple choices in grinders. We've got this grinder right here. It's my Makita, wheel size 4.5. Doesn't tell me RPMs. Huh. Anyway, it's fast. It really whizzes. So let's see what it'll do. So the stud's right here. Let's see what that grinder will do for us. Getting really hot. Not too bad, did the job. It needs a little more sanding off there, but not too bad. Now, I've got a flappy wheel on another grinder, and I have more than one Makita because I like not having to change wheels all the time. Now, these Makitas are under $100, and I don't figure they're gonna last forever anyway, so if I can break the load down between a couple different grinders, I'm okay with that. But it's got this adapter on there so that I can put a flappy wheel on it. Let's see what this one does. Wow, that was a lot faster. Man, that was faster. And let's see, compared to this one, which is pretty grainy, that's pretty nice and smooth, man. That's a nice, well, that's definitely better than with the heavy grind wheel. A lot nicer. Okay, well, I got one more to try. This big guy right here. Now I've got a flappy disc on this. This is basically a 7.5-inch grinder, and this thing spins crazy too. It spins 7,800 RPMs. So let's see what this one will do. Well, that does the same job even faster. It only took seconds. I mean, it just whizzed that right off of there. And that feels pretty smooth. It's 36 grit, so it's rough, but it's not like the original one here with the heavy grinder. Not as good. And I did a couple of them, but it looks like I'm going to go with the flappy wheel. That's the way to roll. So I'm going to take these all off, and I'm going to clean this thing all off, and I got to finish up getting the rest of that glue residue off this with my xylene, which seems to work the best. Xylene, some rags, and some saran wrap. Put it on there and let it soak a bit, and then scrape that glue off. Well, anyway, it looks like the flappy grinder is the way to go with this one. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff.